Hey guys, Justin James with the 10-7 here. Right now there's a lot going on in the middleweight division. People are talking about who's the greatest of all time. But I'm here to squash that debate and tell you the Spider, Anderson Silva, is the greatest middleweight of all time. Let me tell you why. In this conversation, people are talking about Israel Adesanya being, the greatest middleweight of all time. 3 years undefeated in the UFC. Let's talk about the first 7 years of both of these fighters' career. So, the first 7 years of Izzy's career, he was able to put together a very, very impressive record of 13 wins and 4 losses. That's incredible, especially under the UFC banner. When you look at the opposition, and to me, the greatest middleweight of all time, Anderson Silva compiling a record of 16-0. At middleweight, Israel Adesanya is 13-3 when you got the Spider at a clean 13-0. Now, both fighters dabbled at the light heavyweight division. Israel went up to try to become the first double champ as a middleweight and a light heavyweight. Unfortunately, he lost. When the Spider went up to 205, he compiled another impressive record of 3 wins with zero losses, knocking out the former UFC champion Forrest Griffin in the first round. Now, let's talk about finishing, all right? Again, Izzy, an incredible fighter, but he compiles only a finish rate of 29% when you have Anderson Silva at 89%. Guys, Izzy was undefeated for 3 years in the UFC, while Anderson Silva was undefeated for 7 years. Now, the argument is, the fighters now are a lot better than they used to be. And although in some aspects that's true, but I tell you what, back in the day when Anderson was fighting, he fought guys like Vitor Belfort, Dan Henderson, Forrest Griffin, and the list goes on. And steroids were legal back then. So if you guys remember Vitor Belfort in his prime, he was huge. He was the scariest guy in the UFC. Guys, I hope this persuaded you. Anderson Silva is the greatest middleweight of all time, and it's going to be a long time before someone takes that crown from him.